Hi, this is Tim Prigon. It's Tuesday evening, March 3rd, and just want to kind of go over the storm chances here for the rest of the week across the St. Louis area. There is some severe chances. I don't think it's going to be a big deal for the immediate area, but just wanted to kind of go over what I'm looking at and just kind of give you a timeline of when things may happen. So, the first thing I want to show you tonight is the Severe Storm Prediction Center, and this is for this evening and overnight tonight. It does have a marginal risk, a level one, for severe weather from Oklahoma into Missouri and up into the St. Louis area. And this is mainly for hail. And then on tomorrow, the severe chances are shifting off to the south. Texas, Oklahoma, northern Arkansas, southern Missouri, south of St. Louis, and in the far southern Illinois. This has a better chance for some hail as we head into the late day, overnight hours on Wednesday into Thursday, and there may be even a tornado chance as we head down to the Missouri-Arkansas border, but that should be well away from the metro area. So I don't think we have too much to worry about as way of any tornadoes around here this week. The next day is Thursday. The storm chances shift back out here across Texas, Oklahoma, and into Kansas. And then on Friday, it shifts further east. And this goes up Oklahoma and up into the Kansas City area. So if you got some friends out in Kansas City, you might want to keep an eye out on Friday afternoon and evening for Kansas City. There's a chance for some hail, and there may be even a tornado risk on Friday night across western Missouri. It is going to try to make its way across the state, but I do think it's going to be weakening as it heads towards the St. Louis area late Friday night and into the morning hours on Saturday. So I really don't anticipate much in the way of severe weather here, but we should have another round of showers and storms at that time. So the next thing I want to show you is what's going to happen here. This is the HRR model. It's a short-term model, and it's depicting what's going on pretty well right now. We got some storms across Indiana into Illinois and into far northern Missouri. And you can see here, it's going to maintain that basically most of the night tonight. But once we get into the 2 or 3 o'clock range, you can start seeing these little cells developing just off the I-70 corridor down to the I-44 corridor. This is going to be our chance for some marble to nickel size hail from basically 3 till about, let's say 6, 7 a.m. It's not going to be damaging hail, but you might just wake up to some hail pinging on the windows. And then it moves off to the east. And then the next round of rain comes in here later in the day into tomorrow night across southern Missouri. And this is where you're going to have that tornado and hail chance down through here. It's going to be very isolated, the tornado threat, but there might be some pretty good hail down this way later tomorrow night. So, and tomorrow still looks like a wet day, but more general showers and storms for us as we head into the afternoon and into tomorrow night. And then this all shifts off to the south by the time we get on Thursday. Thursday looks like a dry day for us at this point. The next chance of rain will come overnight Friday and into Saturday. And you can kind of see here, this is what the NAM shows. The HR don't go that far out, but this is the NAM. So you can just see here, it brings our chances for storms here tonight. And then it basically focused the heavier storms tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow night across southern Missouri. And then it's pretty much dry on Thursday, but then you can see the line of storms that's developing out toward Kansas City on Friday night. And that's where our next round of rain and storms is going to cross on Saturday morning. So I just wanted to show you just one more thing. This is sounding of what's happening across St. Louis. This is late tonight. This is like 3 o'clock in the morning. So we still have this inversion where the temperatures actually rise with height. That's an inversion. So the air down here is trapped. So we could see some more fog into the tonight and into the overnight hours. But once we get past this and the air is rising, once we get to this level here, this is the LFC. It's called the level of free convection. So what happens is if we get lift above that level, which looks like we are getting with this omega over here, this is lift. So we're getting lift above that. So the air is free to rise above this inversion. Okay. This is what they call elevated thunderstorms. And elevated thunderstorms are notorious hail producers. If it was later in the season and it was a lot more colder up here, we could see some big hail, but I'm not anticipating much. Again, maybe some nickel size hail as we head into the overnight hours. So this is the hail zone. So, and also this, the blue here, this is the normal lapse rate. This is the normal rate of cooling uh, with the atmosphere. And if the temperatures are actually steeper than that, they're getting colder quicker, like the red line is here, that's the temperature. This area between the red and the blue is called CAPE, and that's your storm fuel. So you're also getting CAPE between the hail zone, which is like between -10 and -30, if you go down here. So we got some CAPE through here, and that is where we're going to get the hail producing in the thunderstorm itself, and that'll make its way down. And so don't be surprised. But again, I don't anticipate much severe weather here in the St. Louis area. Just maybe an isolated hail threat tonight. And then the rest of the severe weather is going to be across southern Missouri on Wednesday night, and then out west on Thursday and Friday. So that's kind of a wrap up. And I thank you for watching. Thanks.